Right. So then, first question number 26. 3 moles of A and 12 moles of B are contained in mixture A and B. Asking about the mole fraction of B. Right? How many moles? 3 mole of A and, right, 3 moles of A and 12 moles of B. There's a mixture, right? In this mixture, having what are they? 3 moles of A and 12 moles of B. Asking about what is the mole fraction of the B. So think about if this mixture having two components A and B, so how do we find the mole fraction? What do you think about? Mole fraction of B, we can say it as XB. XB equal NB divided by NA plus NB. Here is the way that we have to follow, right? XB equal NB divided by NA plus NB. So then for the XB, we can write the equation. What is it? 12 mole divided by, right, 3 mole plus 12 mole. 3 moles plus 12 mole. Then 12 divided by 15. Final answer is coming as a 12 divided by 15. Is there a unit for the mole fraction? No, no unit for the mole fraction. That is the important thing. No unit for the mole fraction. Mole fraction of the XB you can take as a 12 over 15. 12 over 15. Then it's given as a decimal number. So you can simplify the decimal number. Then what is the answer? After simplify the decimal number, what's your answer? Yes. It's a 12 divided by 50. 12 divided by 15. What is it? 0 0.6. No? 0 point, not 6. 0 0.8. Ne? 0 0.8. 0 0.8. Ne? Easy, right? Both divided by 3. Total method 4 and method come to the, for the denominator and numerator come to the 4 and 5. 4 divided by 5 means actually 0 0.8. 0 0.8. 0 0.8. Right? Then equation which can be used, find the resistance according to the Ohm law, right? The Ohm law is related to the V equal IR. V equal IR. So V is the voltage difference. V called as a voltage difference. I is current. R mean resistance. Then V equal IR. So we can make the R as a subject. Then we can find what is it. We can make R as a subject. Then you can take what is the R? R equal V divided by I. R equal V divided by I. R equal V divided by I. Asking the resistance, no? The equation can be used find the resistance according to the Ohm law. මෙතන එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි ටිකක් අහන්න මේක දැන් equation ටිකක් වෙනස් නේ දීලා තියෙන equation set එකක් අපි බලමු මේ වගේ කොහොමද හරි කියලා. One of the equation, first one is having I equal R over V. Can we happen I equal R over V? Oh, ඒක වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේ. වෙන්න පුළුවන්. බලමු මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ answer එක නැද්ද නැත්නම් වෙන mistake එකක්ද කියලා. That I equal VR. බලන්න I equal VR cannot happen. Man. If you are make the I as a subject, right? If you are make I as a subject, so then the correct equation should be I divided by V over R. right? We have get it. So therefore, it's wrong. Second one is wrong. The third answer is given as a V equal I over R. So what do you think about V equal I over R? Cannot happen, no? Why? Imagine that whether if you are make V as a subject, then it comes V equal which one? IR. IR. So third one is also wrong. The fourth one, V equal IR. It's our normal Ohm law related equations, no? So then asking the question, which equation can be used to find the resistance according to the Ohm law? Right, the fourth one, V equal IR. V equal IR. ඒක අපේ අර සාමාන්‍ය අපි පාවිච්චි කරන equation එකනේ. ඒක නිසා වෙන්නේ. 27. Question number 4. Answer number 4. Standard formula එක V equal IR. මෙච්චර දෙයක් හදන්න නැහැ කිය. Consider the following statement. Consider the following statement. Only parenchyma and collenchyma are the simple permanent tissues. What do you think? Is it correct? Only parenchyma and collenchyma are the simple permanent tissues. Part B, phloem tissue is simple permanent tissues, but xylem are not a simple permanent tissues. Phloem is a simple permanent tissues, but xylem tissues is a not simple permanent tissues. See, parenchyma tissues is a simple permanent tissues. Parenchyma tissues is a simple permanent tissues. So what do you think about the answer for the 28? Answer for the 28, we can take A and B only. Why? Only parenchyma and collenchyma are the simple permanent tissues. So what do you can you tell me that whether what are the type of parenchyma tissues? What are the type of parenchyma tissues? The parenchyma is a simple permanent tissues, no? Right? Not the type of parenchyma, simple permanent tissues. My question would be, what are the simple permanent tissues? Example, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Neither. Like when we are discussing about the plant tissues, right? We are mainly divided into two, permanent tissues and simple, what are they? Meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. There are how many permanent tissues? Mainly we are discussing about two permanent tissues, simple permanent and complex permanent. Mainly two type, simple permanent and complex permanent. Meristematic tissues, there are three: apical meristems, lateral meristems. Yes. Can you hear me? Yes, Malmi? දාසේ ඉඳන් නේද තියෙන්නේ කියලා අහනවා. දාසේ ඉඳන්ද තියෙන්නේ ළමයි? From 16. You can switch on the mic, right? හරි. අපි මෙයා කතා කරමු. ඔයාලා mic on කරන්න. හරි mic එක on කරලා you can talk with me. කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, quickly come. අපි 28 එක කතා කරමු. ඊට පස්සේ ඊට ඉදිරියට දෙමු. Right, the parenchyma and collenchyma are the simple permanent tissues. It's correct. Right, I told about the plant tissues. Phloem tissue is a simple permanent tissues. Is it correct? Phloem tissue? Phloem is not the simple permanent tissues, right? Phloem tissue is not a simple permanent tissues, but xylem tissues is not a simple permanent tissues. Right? Statement B is wrong. Right? Parenchyma tissues is a simple permanent tissues. Parenchyma is a simple permanent tissues. The incorrect statement are. What do you think about the answer for the 28? Asking about the incorrect statement. Yes, what do you think? A, just put the raise your hand, those who have said that the A is correct. No. B is correct or wrong? What do you think? B also wrong. A and B, what do you think? A and B?
Correct.
A and B is correct. No, B and C is wrong. Right? Parenchyma tissues is a simple permanent tissues. That is correct. It's okay in the answer B. So what do you think about B? Phloem tissue is a simple permanent tissues. In the statement B, it's not the correct one. No, phloem tissue is complex permanent tissues. In plant body, mainly there are two type of permanent tissues, right? Here is the question number 26 and 27. Hari, let's discuss 28. Right, about the plant tissues. Right, you know that plant tissues mainly we are divided into two groups. What are they? What are the lamai? Meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Right, meristematic tissues, there are main three. What do we call? We call it as apical meristems, lateral meristems, and intercalary. Permanent tissues, mainly we are divided into permanent tissues into two groups. They are simple permanent and other one is we called as a complex permanent. What are the type of simple permanents? Having three type of simple permanents. Ne? One is parenchyma, second one is collenchyma, next one is we called as sclerenchyma. Right? And complex permanent tissues. There are two types. What do we call? We called as a xylem and phloem. Phloem. Those are the things right here. Right here is the way related to the plant tissues. So then, according to this question, what should be the correct answer? In the first statement, you can see that said that only parenchyma and collenchyma are the simple permanent tissues. The important point of that answer is given. What is it? Only. Is it only? No, me. Parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Not only, right? Parenchyma, collenchyma is a simple permanent tissues. That is correct. But in limited point is given the only. Therefore, it should be wrong. The first statement should be wrong. Right? The second one, phloem tissue is a simple permanent tissues. Is it simple? No, it's a complex permanent tissues. And xylem tissues is not the simple permanent tissues. Totally the second statement wrong. And our answer should be A and B only. In the C question, there's no any limitation. Parenchyma tissues is a simple permanent tissues. That is correct. Parenchyma is a simple permanent tissue. Right. Here is the way that we are taking answer. So let's start from 16. Question number 16. Question number 16. I'm going to discuss. What is it? Given below are some answers reserved as the factors needed for the photosynthesis. The correct answer is easy question. Given below are some answers received as the factors needed for the photosynthesis. The correct statement is, what are they? The first one is given in the first answer: carbon dioxide, oxygen, sunlight, and water. What are the actually factors needed for the photosynthesis? The factors required for the photosynthesis, you know that. Ne? carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight, and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Those are the factors that required for the photosynthesis. What are the factors that produce during the photosynthesis? The producing C6H12O6 glucose and oxygen. So you know that the photosynthesis equation, there are two types, no? Word equation and chemical equation. So what is the word equation? So what is the chemical equation? Let's write chemical. Carbon dioxide plus water, it produces glucose plus oxygen, C6, right? You want to balance that. Likewise, it's an equation related to the photosynthesis, right? Got it, the idea? So then asking about then, given below are some answers, receive the factors needed for the photosynthesis. Correct answer, carbon dioxide is required, oxygen not required. So first statement is wrong. Second one, chloroplast, carbon dioxide required, oxygen not need. Oxygen is a product of the photosynthesis. Third one, water, sunlight, glucose, chloroplast. Third, the answer is correct. Answer number 3. No, answer number 3, no, not answer number 3. Here having glucose also, right? So you come to the fourth one, carbon dioxide, sunlight, water, and chloroplast. Correct answer should be the answer number 4, right? Answer number 4 is correct. Question number 17, select the double displacement reaction. Very important reaction. So what do you mean by double displacement? In your syllabus, right, after a long time discussion is coming, right, you have to learn about 4 types of chemical reaction. What are the 4 types of chemical reaction? Right, just remind your knowledge. What I say, just revise that. Yes, single displacement, double displacement, chemical combination, chemical decomposition. Those are the main 4 types of chemical reaction you want to know. So what do you mean by combination? Right, chemical combination, example for the chemical combination reaction. We can write the example for the chemical combination reaction in question number 17. Right, you know that magnesium react with water, it's give magnesium hydroxide. Not in cool water, this reaction occur in hot water, right? We can take as an example, right? Here we can take as an example for the chemical combination reaction. And here we'll see that the given example, first example is given. The first example, we discuss the answer with the example, first answers. The first answer is given, calcium chloride plus sodium carbonate. Right, it's form calcium carbonate plus 2 sodium chloride. What is the type of chemical reaction? What do you think? Out of this 4, you can see that calcium chloride and sodium carbonate react together and form to the calcium carbonate. Means they are changed. Calcium make the bonds with carbonate, calcium carbonate. Sodium make the bonds with chloride, sodium chloride. What do we call this? It's we call as a which one? Double displacement reaction. It's an example for the double displacement reaction. Double displacement. Double displacement reaction. The second one, magnesium plus water. it's producing Alright, so what do you think about that? Magnesium water. In previously I wrote that the reaction magnesium with water. Right, explain karana. Let's discuss come to that. So what do you think about this one? Asking about select the double displacement reaction. Double displacement reaction. The first one is correct answer, right, for this question. What is the type of this reaction, Lamai? Tell me your answer. What is the type of this reaction? Yes? Is a combination or single displacement or double displacement?
Single
What do you-
displacement.
Yes, anyone? Magnesium react with water, it's formed to the magnesium oxide and hydrogen. Right, the next example, right, tell me your answer, right, put your answer into the chat box. Copper sulfate react with zinc, it producing zinc sulfate and displace copper. And fourth one is given calcium oxide react with water, it producing calcium hydroxide. So what is the type of these reactions? Yes, single displacement. Here we can take as a single displacement reaction. Copper sulfate plus zinc sulfate plus copper. So first one is a double displacement reaction. So then the correct answer for this question is the first one. So I want to explain about, right, the reactivity of water with magnesium, right? Magnesium reactivity with water. Right, right, so you know that whether how to react the magnesium with cold water. Magnesium plus water, how react with the cold water? What do you think? With the cold water, how to react the magnesium? Is there reactions? No reaction. There's no reaction magnesium with cold water. With hot water, magnesium react with hot water. So what are the products coming? The products are magnesium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. You need to balance that, right? And you want to keep it these thing in your mind, right? Very important. The behavior of the magnesium with water. Then with hot water, magnesium with hot water, name steam, right? Here is the reaction that occur with hot water. Right, with magnesium steam, it's give magnesium oxide and hydrogen gas. Right, here reaction that happening with steam. Here is happen with steam. Got it, the idea? The behavior of the magnesium with water. Like you want to remember that. That's why I wrote it. Okay. Okay, now the answer for the question number 17 is first one. First one. Answer for the question number 17 is first one. Right, now you come to the another question. Several statements regarding the object put into the liquid are given below. Several statements regarding an object put into a liquid are given below. Decreasing the density of the object than density of liquid. Increasing the weight of the object than upthrust. Equaling the weight of the object upthrust. Out of the above statement, which are always correct about the floating object. Asking about the floating object. They're asking about the floating object. So what do you think about that? What do you think about that? Asking about the floating object. Always correct. Decreasing the density of the object than the density of the liquid. If it is floating, definitely it should be happen no. It should be correct no. Right? You can get the idea about in question number 18. Right? The object are float on the water. That's an object. The object are floating on the water. So their density should be less than to the density of the liquid. Right? Decrease in the density of the object should be less than the water. Then first statement is correct. The first one is correct, Lamai. So what do you think about the what do you think about the next answer? Increasing the weight of the object than the upthrust. Increasing the weight of the object than the upthrust. So here is a weight. You can see that W is there, and you know that whether the upthrust exerted on the object is U. The upthrust is U. So if the U equal to the W, that upthrust equal to the weight, right? What is the conditions that the object? Definitely the object should be float on that liquid, right? Upthrust equal to the weight, the object should be float. So what do you think about upthrust is smaller than to the W? Upthrust is smaller than to the W. It should be sink inside the liquid. So according to this three statement, we can take as a correct statement what I said. A is correct. A statement is correct. B increase in the weight of the object. If the weight is increased, definitely it should be sink. So then it not be fulfill our conditions. What is the condition? It should be float on the water. Therefore, we can't take a second one. It's a wrong. It's a not the correct answer. And part C, equal in the weight of the object upthrust. Yes, that is correct. The asking about the always correct. Only A and C for the 18th question. Only A and B can only increase in the weight of the object. Always correct. Equal in the weight of the object. Only A and C for the 18. Only A and C. A and C. Right. Only A and C. 19.1. The answer we show the gas X and how it is identified. Easy question, right? So it's a what is the experiment that we are using to demonstrate oxygen gas producing during the photosynthesis here. So asking about that, which statement is correct? So what is the gas? The gas is oxygen. How do we identify? You can see that first answer is we can't take, it's carbon dioxide. So not the carbon dioxide, right? The gas that produced during the photosynthesis is oxygen, no? So then we can't take it as a carbon dioxide. So first one and second statement is already wrong, right? The third statement, oxygen, and then we need to identify how do we identify this gas, right? How do we identify this gas? So how do you identify? Glowing splinter is extinguished. Glowing splinter burns brightly. What is it? It should be glowing splinter burn brightly, right? So how do we identify oxygen in the laboratory, right? We introduce the glowing splinter, so then it's burned with brightly. That is the way. That is the way. So which gas we are using for the extinguish? Fire extinguish, right? Which property? What is the gas that property have it? It's a carbon dioxide. It's a carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas. Right. Come to the question number 20. What is the element which form an ionic compound by combining with chlorine with +2 charge? What is the element that form ionic compound combining with chlorine with +2 charge. It should be having which charge? +2 charge. Right? The charge should be +2. Definitely it should be the second group elements in the periodic table. Right? What are the second group elements you know? Right? Magnesium and calcium. In yours, according to your syllabus, magnesium and calcium having a valency of the +2, no? Charge is +2. Right, then according to this answer, given answer, first one is sodium, it's wrong. Second one sulfur, wrong. Third one aluminium is +3 and magnesium is +2. Sodium is, you know that sodium Na plus, sodium Na plus, sulfur is -2 and aluminium Al +3, magnesium +2. #21. How much is the gravitational potential energy contained in an object mass 50 kilogram moving a height 40 centimeter from ground level? Here is the ground level. So there is an object. The mass of the object are they given? What is it? It's a 50 kilogram. It's a 50 kilogram, right? They lift up to the 40 centimeter height from the ground. 40 centimeter should be converted to meter. Therefore, it should be divided by 100. So you want to put the SI unit, and G is 10 ms minus 2. 10 ms minus 2. So what is the equation? Asking about the gravitational potential energy, right? Gravitational potential energy is equal mgh. mgh. M, you want to substitute, M is 50 kilogram, G is 10 ms minus 2 into H is 40 divided by 100 meters. Right, so you can simplify. Then it will come final answer. What is it? 5 into 40. 5 into මේකේ final answer එක දීලා නැහැ නේ. Simplify කරලා නැහැ. එහෙනම් what is the next step? අපි දන්නවා මේකේ ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ කොහොමද? 50 according to this answer, 50 times 2 40, 50 times to 40 divided by 10 කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. Yes, second one. තමයි ගන්න. Second answer, no? It's the second answer. It's the second one. Did you complete it? Yes, is it correct? Easy, right? Question number 21, no? Right. Is there anything else you want to write? Then quickly write it to go to the next question. Quickly write it. Question number 22. When the specimen of blood was observed under the high power light microscope, several components were observed. A and B. Right, asking about what are the A and B. So, if you are not discussing about the blood, but you know that in grade 9 you have learned about that. Right, when we are taking sample of blood, we can identify mainly two regions. Right, one regions we called as the platelets and other regions we called as corpuscles. There are main three type of corpuscles having, what are they? the white blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. Right? White blood cells, red blood cells, and platelets. So there are main different kind of white blood cells: neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, lymphocytes, and monocytes. So in microscope, actually we can identify which one? These blood cells. In microscope, we can identify each of the blood cells. Asking about that, in question number 22, what are the type of cells we can identify A and B? Actually, A is monocytes. A is monocytes. Here we will discuss about here the cells, and there is a nucleus likewise in monocyte. And C shape is, the shape of the C cell is, it's little bit likewise. It should be monocytes, and here should be lymphocytes. Asking about the, yes, then here all are the type of WBC. Asking about the B, no? What is the B? B should be, actually, according to this thing, we can take as a RBC. B should be, we can take as a RBC. RBC means red blood cells. So answer number we can take for this question, answer number 2. We have to take the answer number 2. Right, we'll discuss theory more about the our theory class related to the blood. We can complete our today process of excretion in our theory class. We can complete process of excretion. Then we have remained only the blood circulation and coordination part. So we will be able to complete these lessons first 2 or 3 weeks of the month of May. Right, my plan is complete the first book. All the theory related to the first book in grade 11, right, we can complete in this month, right, about the acid base, right, and heat change associated with the chemical reaction, right, every lessons from the next month, right, we are starting, my plan is start to the second book first lessons, right. You know that theories go fastly, right? Yes, go fastly. Series go fastly, time is go fastly. So how many months you have for your exam? Now we are staying in May. මම අර ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මතක නම් අප්‍රේල් වල කිව්වේ තව සති කීපයක් යනකොට සකල සදම්බෝධ බැතියෙන් යනවා කියලා. දැන් පොඩි එහෙම ෆීලිං එකක් තියෙනවනේ උදේට නැගිටිනකොට එන්වයරන්මන්ට් එකක් චේන්ජ් වෙලා. දැන් නිකන් අර වෙසක් සිරි පොඩ්ඩක් එනවා. රයිට් ඒ ක්ලයිමැටික් චේන්ජ් එකත් ඇවිදින්. රයිට් එහෙම සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට give me the 1 second. Right, එතකොට you have only like how many months? Not 6 months right now. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. එතකොට May මාසය ඇතරියොත් like 6 months වගේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. Like 6 months වගේ තමයි තියෙන්නේ. කාලය යනවා පුතා වේගෙන්. Right? Then මහන්සි වෙන්න තමයි තියෙන්නේ මේ දවස් ටික. You have to do work. Right. Come to the next question. What is the next question? The next question, which diagram illustrates Lewis structure of hydrogen molecule? Lewis structure of hydrogen molecule. Lewis structure of hydrogen molecule. Question number 23. Lewis structure of hydrogen molecule. H2, no? right? Then it's having the in between hydrogen, having what are they? Covalent bond, right? It's a covalent bond. Type of bond. So how do we draw the Lewis structure? It's a hydrogen, right? The one of the having two electrons, one electron share in each of the atom. So one of the electrons in the Lewis structure, right? We have to show that each of the electrons, right? Lewis structure kapi kata karanakoda, right? We are discussing about the three Lewis cross dot diagram and Lewis dot diagrams and Lewis structure, right? එතකොට මේකේ අපි ගත්තොත් අපි dot cross එක ගත්තොත් we can represent likewise one of the electrons of the element show that the dot and other one we represent cross, right? මේ ඇවිල්ලා Lewis dot cross diagram, dot and cross. The second one we are learning Lewis dot diagrams. That means all the bonds, all the electrons are represented by the dot. We call it as a Lewis dot diagram. The Lewis structure is actually bond pair is represent small dash and non-bonding electrons are represented by the dot. So there is no non-bonding electrons. The question is asking about the Lewis structure. So therefore Lewis structure should be the third one. The third one. So answer for the 23 question is second one. Answer for the 23 question is second one. Second one. Right? It should be second one. Okay. Right. Now you come to the question number 24. Question number 24. What is the question? That question is not the, yes, 24, no? The question number 24 says that whether, question number 24, a hydrometer was put into the liquid and measure the density of liquid. The correct observation and reason are. The correct observation and reason are for the 24. What is it? The correct observation and reason are. Hydrometer immersing more. Hydrometer immersing more. The density of the liquid is less than and volume of water displays less. Density of the less, asking about the correct observation and reason for the 24. The correct observation. Second one, hydrometer immersing less. Hydrometer immersing less means it should be, what is it? The density of the liquid should be higher. The density of the liquid higher and volume of water displays less. You know that Dead Sea, if you are staying in Dead Sea, you are floating, no? Why? The density of that water is more higher. So then the water displays less, right? The water, what should be the correct answer for this question? Second one. Second one. In 25, select correct answer which gives scientific name of jungle fowl. Jungle fowls. 4 answers are given. First answer, Gallus. Everything, you can see that every of the letters come in capital letter. So therefore it not should be correct. So what are the rules that should be followed when we are writing the scientific name of the any of the organisms? First letter should be capital and other should be simple. Other should be simple. Right? It should be there the space between the genus name and species name. That means in the first name and in between first name and the second name should be there the space. The third one, if you are writing, the both of the names should be underlined. If you are handwriting, if you are typing, what should be the full fill? If you are writing, it should be italic. If you are typing, it should be italic. Then you want to use the letter of the italic. That is the thing, right? That is the thing. Italic font. We have to use the italic font. Good. Then what is according to that rules? What should be correct answer? It's a typing, no. Imperfect is given by the typing. So therefore, according to the that rule, the correct answer should be the third one. You can see that in the third answer. Nay, the first letter should be, first letter is which one? It's a capital and others are simple, likewise everything are. Okay, 26 we have discussed. 27 is also already to discuss. 28 also we have done. Now come to the 29. Which statement correct about the factors affecting solubility? Good question. Neither. Related come from the mixture. So what are the factors that affect solubility? Nature of the solute and nature of the solvent affected only. We know that for the solubility of the solute into the liquid, in question number 29, right, for the solubility. For the solubility, what are they affected? First one, nature of the solute, nature of the solvent, and temperature. If the gas has pressure also. Right? So according to this question, we'll see what is the answer. Nature of the solute and nature of the solvent of the solute and nature of the solvent affect only, right? It's given only, right? Not only, no? Temperature. Then you know that, right? Except to these these three things, the polarity and organic, inorganic, those factors also affected. The next one. Nature of the solute, nature of the solvent, and temperature are affected only. Nature of the solute, nature of the solvent, and temperature are affected of the which one? Affected only. No affect the nature of the solute and solvent. Wrong. Nature of the solvent and temperature are only affect factors. Nature of the solvent and temperature. No. Answer should be second one. Nature of the solute, solvent, and temperature. Those are affect for disease. Those are affect for disease. Right. 29, question number 29, answer should be 2. 30th one. The necessary that should be balanced an object under three forces which are not parallel. Which are not parallel but should be balanced. So what are the factors should be fulfilled? Right? They are not parallel instances. Right? මෙන්න මේ වගේ instance එකක් අපි ගමු. What is it? අපි ගත්තොත් like question number 30. Right? There's a photo frame, right? So it's suspended, it's hang the wall in this place, right? I mean, two T1, T2, and they are W. What are the factors should be fulfilled? What are the factors? Give me the 1 second. Yes. First one, balanna. Resultant of two forces should be equal to the magnitude of the third force. Yes, that should be the answer, no? The direction of the resultant of two forces should be equal to the or parallel to the direction of other force. No, actually the correct answer should be which one? First one, right? I'm not going to discuss more about this question. It's easy one, right? Third one, the addition of three forces. No, it's wrong. No, two forces are single pointed and other forces are existing other point. The correct one should be 30. 30 question. The correct answer should be first one. The first one. not disease associated with the kidney. Kidney related when a disease එකක් නෙවෙයි අහනවා. What do you think we have discussed about? We didn't discuss still. We don't discuss about the kidney, but you can take the answer. What is it? For the 31? Yes, for the can only asking about, sir, do you do the 26, 27, 28? Yes, අපි පන්තිය පටන් ගත්ත ගමන් පොඩි වැරදීමක් කළා. From 26 we have start. 26 වලින් තමයි අපි පටන් ගත්තේ. ඉතින් 28 එක ඔය හැනේ 26 එක. එකත් කතා කරා. ඒ ටික අපි කතා කරා. Right? අපි ඒ ටික discuss කරා. Alright, so what do you think? The answer? What is the question? Atherosclerosis, no? The answer should be atherosclerosis, no? First one, yes, mother. First one. Alright, the next question. The number of moles of which substances is similar to the number of moles of 11 gram of carbon dioxide? The number of moles, which substances similar to the number of moles in 11 gram of carbon dioxide? Alright, අපි බලමු දෙක. Did you take the answer for this question? So if you are not taking the answer, quickly take the question number 32. Question number 32. Take the answer. Question number 32. Number of moles of which substances similar to the number of moles 11 gram of carbon dioxide, right? Molar mass of carbon dioxide, you know that carbon is 12 plus oxygen 16 into 2, no? So then you can take molar mass 44 grams per mole, right? 44 grams per mole mean actually, what is it? Mass of a 1 mole, right? If you are taking 1 moles of carbon dioxide, its mass is 44 grams, right? The opposite meaning, in 44 gram of carbon dioxide having 1 mole. In the given mole mass of the carbon dioxide, 11 grams. So how many moles having in 11 grams of carbon dioxide? If you are taking 44, then it's having 1 mole, no? Then how many in 11 grams? 1 and 4. Then it's come 1 over 4 mole. 1 over 4 mole mean, you know that 0.25. You can simplify decimal forms. Right? What is another method we can use? You know that the formula moles equal mass over molar mass. In grade 10, you have learned moles equal mass over molar mass. You can use this is also. Right? Moles equal N equal mass is 11 gram. Molar mass is 44 grams per mole. Then also comes 0.25. That is 0.25. According to this is, right, what should be the answer? Asking about that, which one is similar to that, right? It's asking about 45 gram of glucose, 29.25 gram of sodium chloride, 13.5 gram of water, and 60 gram of urea. In everything should be having same, what is it? 0.2, which asking about which one is having 0.25 moles of the given component. Right? Api gamuda balan uttara. Right? What's your answer for the 32? 32 ek wage answer kiyum balan lamai. Right? You come to the glucose. You come to the glucose. First one is given glucose. Glucose means C6H12O6. No. What is the molar mass of glucose? Right? How do we find? Carbon is 12 into 6 plus hydrogen 1 into 12 plus oxygen 16 into 6. Then මේ වගේවා මෙහෙම ලියලා හදන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඔයාලා ගොඩක් වැඩිපුර වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා නම් right you know right just you remember that right මතකෙ හිටිනවා what are the molar mass 180 grams per mole no? Right 180 grams per mole. How many moles of glucose has taken? 45 grams right. We'll see that how many moles in 45 gram of glucose. The mass of the 1 moles is 180 no. So if you are taking 180 gram, it's having 1 mole of glucose, then how many in 45 grams? In our theory, what is it? You want to divide it by 45 into 180. Take the simplest fraction. Take the simplest fraction. You can divide it by 5, right? It's come 9. It's come 6. Again, you can simplify by 9, no? 9 is 1, 36 is 4. Then it come 1 over 4 more. What is it? In similar moles of the 1 over 4 moles of the carbon dioxide is, right? In 11 gram of carbon dioxide is also having 1 over 4 moles and 45 gram of glucose also having, what is it? 1 over 4 moles. So answer should be first one. Answer should be first one. Kobalan make a theruna ni? Is it okay to you? Yes? Shape ni? Right. Tiggala dupadu athina. If you want to anything else, right, then quickly do it. Right? Okay, then question number 33. Come to the question number 33. Select the answer which show the external appearance of the light sensitive resistors and its symbol is, right? It's easy question. 33 is very easy, right? 33 is very easy. It's the answer number 2, B and R, right? B and R. External appearance, likewise, right? The symbol is its resistance. Which one? Light dependent resistance. Right, the answer should be B and R. I'm not staying more in this question. Now I come to the question number 34. Question number 34. Select the incorrect statement about the human menstrual cycle. Right? The ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපිට කාලෙකින් හම්බෙච්ච ප්‍රශ්නයක්. At the first 14 days of the menstrual cycle, estrogen hormone is released from the ovary. The second one is said that estrogen hormone level is higher at level 14 days of the menstrual cycle. There is no effect of the estrogen hormone in proliferation phase of the uterus. There is an effect for the progesterone hormone for the secretory phase of the menstrual cycle. Right? What do you think about? You answer for the 34. You answer. Just put that. At the first 14 days, asking about incorrect statement. ඉතින් ළමයි මේ වගේ incorrect statement එක අහනකොට නේද? කොච්චර ටිකක් ඒ කියන්නේ other 3 statement are the correct one. Right? One of the incorrect statement is there. So all answers are similar to each other. Therefore, we need to find the answers very carefully. At the first 14 days, the menstrual cycle, estrogen hormone is released from the ovary. What do you think? Is it correct? At the first 14 days of the menstrual cycle? Yes. Right? The second one, estrogen hormone level at the high at the first 14 days of the menstrual cycle. If the first statement is correct, then second definitely should be correct one. No? Right? Definitely. Why? Because as both two statements are related to each other. Third one, there is no effect the estrogen hormone. What do you think about this one? Is there not affected in estrogen hormone for the menstrual cycle? No, they are, no? Right, then 34. For question number 34, what should be the answer? The incorrect statement is third one. Can the correct answer for that question should be third one. The correct answer should be the third one. Right? Correct answer should be the third one. Kabalani ka hari katte, just put the ratio here. Ratio and dami ka hari karapu katte. Given below is a setup arranged using the KMNO4 to investigate the factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction. Given below is a setup arranged using acidic KMNO4 to investigate the factors affecting rate of chemical reaction. First one, 0.2 moles per cubic decimeter. 0.2 moles per cubic decimeter. KMNO4. Acidic KMNO4. Temperature is given as a 30 degree of Celsius. A. 30 degree of Celsius. Right, the second one, in B, 30 degree of Celsius, having 0.1 moles per cubic decimeter, KMNO4 acidic. Right, both are concentration same. But the difference is it's having what is it? It's having 60 degree of Celsius. Temperature are not same. In the setup C, setup B, setup A. Okay, so what do you think about the answer for this? Right? How do we find? How do we find the answer? Given below is a setup arranged acidic KMNO4. Investigate the factors affecting rate of chemical reaction. When the above setups are arranged according to the increasing order of time taken decolorize KMNO4, the answer is time taken. Right? It's taken limited time mean, it's taken short time mean, the reactions occur in fastly. Right? That's the thing we have to use that. The speed of the reaction is happening fastly, the reactions happening fastly, the time taken to the decolorize of the potassium permanganate is the setup. That means the reaction occurring fastly. So what are the factors that affect the rate of chemical reaction? What are the factors that affect chemical reaction? Rate of the chemical reaction, what are the factors? There are few factors that affect. First one, temperature. Directly affect. Second one, concentration. Right, මෙච්චර ප්‍රශ්නයක් නම් යන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පොඩ්ඩක් තියරි ටිකත් එක්ක මතක් කරනවා මේ සීන් එක ඇතුලේ. හරි? concentration. Third one, temperature, concentration, catalyst. Fourth one, temperature affected, concentration affected, catalytic affected, and pressure. Pressure for gas reaction. Right, gas reactor. Those are the theory. So then we'll see that whether, we'll compare that whether, you can see that if you are considering A, B, C, in the A setup and B setup, having same temperature, the same temperature are same. But you can see that the concentration in the setup A is 0.2 and setup B is 0.1. Setup A is 0.2 and setup B is 0.1. So what do you think about, what can you say about the rate of reaction about the A and B? Which one is show the highest and which one is show the lowest? If you are considering A and B, same temperature but concentrations are differ, right? Same temperature but concentration are differ. If you are considering first two, then we can get the idea about the reactivity rate. That the rate of the reaction in the setup A is fast than to the in the setup B. Why? The concentration of the potassium permanganate in the test tube A is higher. In the test tube B is higher. Right? Okay. I think you got the idea about that. Give me the 1 second. Right, then we'll consider the next two. Right? අපි ඊළඟ දෙක consider කරලා බලමු. Right? ඊළඟ දෙක. එතකොට අපිට පැහැදිලි we can get the idea about that. අහන්නේ මොකද්ද? When the setup are arranged according to the increase in order. Increase in order එක ගත්තොත් then we can see that whether in the reaction according to this two, fast reaction occur at the A. Right? Fast reaction occur at the A. එහෙනම් අපිට මේ දෙන්න ලියන්න පුළුවන් as B A. Right? Now we want to compare these two setup. You can see that both of are in the same concentration 0.1 but different temperature. If you are considering these two, which one is the reaction is occurring fastly? The reaction occur fastly. Which one? Which one? Let's say is yes. Which one is occur reaction fastly? The reaction fastly occur in B, no, not the B, C, no. Why? The temperature. Consider these two. The temperature of the C is highest than to the temperature of the B. මෙයාගේ temperature එක වැඩි. Right? In a reaction, the chemical reaction happening fastly in C. C is larger than to with compare the B. Right? B compare කරාම C. The rate of reaction, that means the time taken. Right? Got the idea? Time taken. The time taken in C is taken highest time to decolorize B. Asking about the question, you want to understand meaning of the question. When the above setup are arranged according to the increase in order of time taken to decolorize. Increase in order to time taken. Right? Time taken. වෙලාව ගැන අහන්නේ. Time taken. So then, according to this thing, what do you think about? Right? මම මේ ඇඳලා තියෙන order එක the rate that the speed නැත්නම් that there is here B, where's the B and A, and if you are considering Z and B, not the C and B, yeah. Which one is having the highest speed of the speed එක වැඩි? C නේ. Right? So asking about time. So what is how to change the time? How to change the time? It's least time taken in the setup C. අඩුම වෙලාවක් ගන්න C එකයි. එයාගේ තමයි reaction rate එක fastly වෙන්නේ. Then take the B. Right? B. And the highest time taken A. Here should be the order. Asking about What is the order that take the time taken? Right? Time taken එක කියන්නේ වෙලාව ඒ කියන්නේ අඩුවෙන්ම මේක නොකිය අහන්නේ මොකද්ද? වැඩිම වෙලාවක් යන. ඒ කියන්නේ අඩුවෙන්ම what is the reaction that showing slow rate? Slow rate එකක් තියෙන්නේ කවුද කියලා අහන්නේ. Slow rate එකක් තියෙන්නේ මේ විදිහට තමයි අපිට ගන්න. CBA. Did you understand this question? මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ තේරුණාද ළමයි? Yes or no? Just put the raise your hand those who has get clearly understand the theory of this question. Right? Okay. Right, I explain Karano. Again, you want to explain that? No, it's okay, right? Question is good. In 36, right? In 36 question, come quickly 36 question. What is it in the question number 36? CAB නෙමෙයිද කියලා අහනවා. CAB. පුතා මේ බලන්නකෝ in the A concentration of the potassium permanganate is highest no if you are considering the setup B. එතකොට both are having same temperature, right? Both are having same temperature. අහනවා එක්කෙනෙක් CAB වෙන්න බැරිද කියලා. එතකොට අපි ගත්තොත් මේ බලන්න CAB mean it's okay C is taken to the lowest time, that means C is the setup that reactions occur is fastly. Then may balanna it should be B. Why? If you are consider the A and B, you can see that in the concentration of A is 0.2, in the concentration of B is 0.1. The concentration of 0.2 is A is 0.2 mean their concentration is highest. Concentration එක වැඩි කියන්නේ reaction එක මොකක් වෙනවද? Fastly වෙනවා. Reaction එක fastly වෙනවා. එතකොට එයාට යන time එක එතකොට පොඩි වෙනසක් එනවානේ. Yes, what do you think? Is there any error of this question? ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවද ළමයි? බලමු පොඩ්ඩක්. Asking about that when the setup arrange then rate එක අපි rate එක වෙන විදිය ගත්තොත් C is fast rate එකක් ඊළඟට B not B no A නේ A and B මේක තමයි rate එක වෙන change එක කියන්නේ reaction rate එක rate එක. ඒතකොට time එක ගත්තොත් lowest time එකක් කියන්නේ C ට highest time එකක් කියන්නේ B ට. එහෙනම් B තමයි අපෙන් අහන්නේ වැඩිම වෙලාවක් යන්නේ කාගෙන්ද? C ගෙන්. ඊළඟට time එක යන්නේ A ටනේ. ඊළඟට වැඩි වෙලාවක් යන්නේ A ට, වැඩිම වෙලාවක් යන්නේ B ට. එතකොට CAB වෙන්න ඕන තමයි. මේ පැත්ත time rate එක ගත්තොත්. මේ තමයි speed එක. නැත්නම් rate එක. මේ තමයි time taken. ඒ කියන්නේ rate එක වැඩිම කෙනාට අඩු time එකක් යන්නේ. The reaction that having highest rate mean taken to the lowest time taken. The reaction having slowest rate, ඒ කියන්නේ අඩුම rate එකක් තියෙන කෙනාට තමයි වැඩි time එකක් යන්නේ. මෙතන පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වෙනවා. හරි. පියන් දීලා එකට. Okay, question number 36. Question number 36. The graph show the motion of mechanical waves. Select the answer which shows symbols of amplitude, wavelength, frequency in order is amplitude. Amplitude. මේකේ මොකක්ද amplitude ළමයි? Here is there. කටි නිදි නෑනේ. Right. A and B. C method 1, 2. Right, how many thing? The graph motion mechanical wave. Select the answer which shows symbols amplitude. So what is the amplitude? The amplitude should be A, no? A is amplitude. Amplitude A, 36. Asking second one, B, wavelength. Wavelength is this one. It's a wavelength. C gattot. And frequency. What do you mean by frequency? Frequency is the time taken to complete oscillation in this place to the another one. Here is given F. You can see that it's given F. C means frequency. Not the C. It's a which one? F. ABF. ABF. Physical quantity associated with the waves. 36 certain ABF. Question number 36. Right. Come to the next question. Question number 37. Question number 37. The Punnett score include the genotype received by the self-pollination between the heterozygous genotype of long leaves. The most suitable genotype for X and Y are. The most suitable genotype for X and Y are. What is it? Most suitable genotype. It's given the Punnett score. No? X. Here is given L and 1 නේ. I වගේද? අපි I කියලා ගමු. It's given L and I. So answer, you know that L, I, right? It's given as a simple Y and how many? We'll see the question. Right, question එකකින් අපි කියනවා මොකද්ද? The Punnett score include the genotype received by self-pollination between the heterozygous genotype of lawn leaves. The most suitable genotypes X and Y. Right, X, Y. What should be the most suitable genotype? Here is pollination between heterozygous genotype, not in homozygous, right? Heterozygous genotype. So what should be the answer? Asking about what are the answer should be. Make a wrong. Then 10 දීලා තියෙන්නේ what is it? X නේ. X, here is Y. Asking about what should be the X and Y. X tie Y tie එන්න පුළුවන් මොකක්ද කියලා. Yes, what do you think? You answer. Can you put it to the chat about your answer? x and y. x ටයි y ටයි එන්න පුළුවන් answers. අපි lazy නේ. x වෙන්න පුළුවන් මොකද්ද? එහෙම කෙනෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. y ට y should be මේක නේද? easy ළමයි. කොබලන් මේකට උත්තරේ ගත්ත කට්ටිය? yes කවුරුත් නේද? third one 37 easy ළමයි හරි. බලමු. yes li and li. Good. Right. A disease which spread among the public at the present due to the change of the lifestyle and preventing the natural food habits. The disease spread among a public at present due to the change in lifestyle. For the 38, what should be the disease? The disease spread among the public at the present due to the change in lifestyle and preventing from natural food habits. What is it? We call it as a non-communicable diseases. Non-communicable diseases we can control by controlling food habits due to the change in the lifestyle of the population. You know that different kind of disease having obesity likewise due to change of the lifestyle, right? It is happening. Okay, then the statement you considered as a result for the productivity of light emitting diodes and other bulbs to illuminated houses are. So what is it? The statement you considered as a result for the productivity of light emitting diode and the other bulbs to illuminate houses are. Question number 39. What's your answer? Amount of electricity wasted is relatively low. Yes, it's correct. The prices of the accessories are very low. It's wrong. Related LED product, the prices are not in very low. It's expensive. Lifetime is relatively high. Yes. Then A and C. A and C only. A and C only. Last questions of this paper. With aging, ability of body to respond, the stimuli become less. Reason, worn out of nerve cells can be repaired again. Asking about that, what is the correct one? With aging, ability of body to respond in stimuli become less. Yes, right. Very difficult to respond the stimuli. No, that is correct. So what should be the reason for that? The reason here is given: worn out nerve cells can be repaired again. Not can be repaired. Right, that statement should be wrong. Then in 40, answer number 2. We can take answer number 2. Right, so what do you think? Is it correct, Lama? In 40 questions? Right, so how many MCQ you have done in correctly for this paper? We have discussed 40 MCQ. Last week, first 15 questions, and today the remaining part we have discussed already. So put your answer, how many MCQ correct out of the 40? Atalin kiya harda kila daam bala chat eකට. 37, very good. Super. So how was the others? Barnja, 34, good. Yes, Malmi, Dulnara, Alida, Lohas, 36, good. 33, Rosheni 30 konda. 31, right, good. Yeah. Right, okay, let's start our next paper, no? The structured essay, I think you have done it. Did you complete? Yes, right. Okay, Patangam. If you are not doing the answer in the structured essay, I will give the 5 minutes. Give the answer for the question. Question number 1. Quickly. Question number 1 එකට අපි answer එක ගමු. හරි. අපි එමුනේ. Give me the 1 second. Okay. බලමු ප්‍රශ්නේ. Question number 1. Body clear නේ ළමයි. body clear ඇති කියලා. Right. Look at the question. A group of grade 11 students explore the environment to find about propagative methods of plant. The information found in shown in the table. The name of the plant, what are they? Mango, coconut, right? Breadfruits, manioc, gotukala, Nephrolepis, and acapana. Common method propagation is given. Right? Asking that mango and coconut plants are propagated by mango and coconut plant are propagated by mango and coconut. What is the method that propagate mango, coconut? Yes, there are two methods, no, mainly sexual and asexual. Of this is asking mango and which one? Coconut. It's a sexual. Sexual method. You want to, you can get the 1 marks. Name another plant not mentioned here having similar propagation method to acapana. Right? Name an other plant. So what are the examples for the other plant you can take? For this is, what do you think? The other plant? Similar propagation method? Yes. Begonia is a most common example. Any more? Begonia we can take. Yes, Kadupul. Kadupul plant we can take. Blue lily. Right? Those are the examples we can take. Next one. Write the differences between the propagation method of coconut that of breadfruits. Hide the differences between the propagation method coconut and breadfruits. Coconut and breadfruits. Asking about. Yes. What can you say the answer? Write the difference between the propagation method of coconut and breadfruits. Your answers? Yes, what do you think? No one else said that answer. Yes, breadfruits and coconut. Just put the answer in your chat. නැත්නම් කවුරු හරි mic එක on කරලා කියමු බලන්න. කටේ නිදිත් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඔමෙ. මල්මි, ලිතුලි. How seeds are dispersed. What the difference? How do we take the answer? You want to remember that whether the method that sexual and asexual reproduction. Different between, you want to write answer, it has a difference between sexual and asexual reproduction method. Right. Hari. ඒකට උත්තරේ ගන්න. Sexual method and asexual method difference එක ගන්න. එතකොට you know that what is the sexual reproduction and asexual, no? Right? කට්ටිය නිදි වගේ ක්ලාස් එකේ නෑ නේද? Full alert නේ ඉන්නේ. නෑ body clear ද? Body clear නේ?
Yes, sir.
Okay. කට්ටිය නිදිත් දන්නේ නැහැ. කිසිම කෙනෙක් නැහැ. කැමරාස් on කරන් හිටපුවා යාත් off. හරි. ඊළඟට name the instances having haploid cell in plant. Haploid cell වලට අපිට question name the method which is used practically to get the large number of plant at the one time. identical to mother plant. What is the method? We can use tissue culture. Tissue culture. Tissue culture. Name an instance having haploid cell in plant. Haploid cells, what are they? Ovules ganna puluwan. Ovules. Ovules. Any more? Pollen cell. What do you mean by haploid? 2N cells. Sorry, N cells, right? N cells, not the haploid 2N, N. N, right? Diploid mean 2N, right? Diploid cell. Haploid and diploid. Diploid mean 2N. Diploid mean 2N. A pieces of magnesium and small amount of charcoal were burned separately in the laboratory. Write the physical features of magnesium metal. Physical features of magnesium metal. What are the physical? It's a metal, no? So then you can write it. Ne? There are so many things, right? What is it? Hardness, luxure, right? Likewise, hardness, luxure, metallic luxure. Ne? It's having metallic luxure. Right? Hardness. Likewise. Mention an experiment and color change occurring to prove that the solution received by dissolving product received by the burning magnesium distilled water in basic solution. Name the experiment. We can use, what are they? Litmus test we can use. Right? Any more? We can use the phenolphthalein indicator also. Phenolphthalein indicator ka choose කරන්න පුළුවන්. Yeah. Phenolphthalein indicator, litmus test. Why? Mention experiment, color change occurring, prove that the solution received by dissolving a product received by burning of magnesium. Right? So you know that whether, right? I think you know that during the burning of magnesium, right, is reacted oxygen, it producing magnesium oxide, right? During the burning magnesium with oxide, it's burned with bright flame, right? It gives a bright flame and producing magnesium oxide. This magnesium oxide dissolving with water, it form basic solution magnesium hydroxide. It's a basic, right? It's a basic solution. So we can identify this basic solution. We can identify this basic solution using the litmus paper. If you are using the litmus paper, right, what is the color change? What is the color change? If you are using litmus paper, it's changed the red litmus to blue color. Red litmus to blue color. If you are using phenolphthalein, what is the color change? Phenolphthalein, colorless to pink, ne? Pink color change. So anything else. Right, what is the most abundant element in charcoal? It's a carbon. Carbon. Most abundant element, carbon. Right, part B, name the industry which can be launched by using the production of burning charcoal. Name the industry. What are they? Burning of dry ice. What is it? Production of dry ice. Tava? Name the industry which can launch using the product of burning of charcoal. Right? Freeze-drying, burning of charcoal, carbon dioxide we can obtain, freeze-drying, likewise, industries. Okay. Right. Did you take the answer for the part C? Part C. If you are not taking part C, then quickly take the answer. Let's discuss. Yes, quickly discuss. Physics part. Sketch of diagram of a hoist used to lift the vehicle is most vehicle substation is shown in the figure. Shown in the figure. What is the principle in pressure you learn which help in activating the hoist? Help in activating the hoist. Asking about what is the principle. So do you know the principle happening here? Yes, what is it? Quickly discuss. What is the principle is pressure you learn which help in activating the hoist? Yes, transmitting. What do you think? Transmission of pressure, no? Transmissions of pressure. What is the use the tap name as a T? What is the uses? What do you think about asking about the tap T? Tap T we can use the ball. You can see that vehicle is there to the higher position, no? To lower in the vehicle. What do you want to do then? We can use the tap T. Lower in the vehicles. Right? Next question. The movement of B value is upward or downward when the vehicle is lowered. The movement of B value. Where's the B? B val, no? The movement of B val is upward or downward when the vehicle is lowered. What do you think about your answer? It should be upward or downward when lowered the vehicle. About the B? To lower the vehicle, it should be downward. It should be downward. It should be downward. And if we are in downward, so what will happen? Here is closed, no? Totally in this region. But if you want to, the area of the pistons in P arm is 25 square centimeter and area of the piston Q arm is 500 square centimeter. Find the force that should be applied to raise the vehicle mass of 1000 kilograms. Right, you know that both of the side, right, like in same level, liquid pressure are the same using this thing. You know that P equal FA, right? Both of the sides you can use. So then the answer is come. What is it? Right? We don't asking what is the question asking about. And find the force that should be applied to raise the vehicle mass up. Right? Asking about force in this region. What is the force you want to apply? Right? So how do we find that? P equal FA. So then let's take whether in the side P, right? We are putting the side of P this formula we can write F divided by 25. F divided by 25. In the side Q, we can use the same for find the pressure. It's come 1000, not 1000 actually, 10,000. It's a weight, no? 10,000 divided by area is given. What is the area? 500, no? 500. Then you want to make equal these two. Right, then simplify the answer. Right, it come F equal 1000. So 500. Alright. So answer එකක් එයි මෙතෙන්ට දෙකක් කියවම 5,000 Newton. Answer should be 5,000 Newton. Can make it then on force 5,000 Newton. P equal F/A. Right, here is the way that we have to take the answer for this. So what do you think? Is it correct your answer? It's about 5,000. Right, did you take it here? Correct. Right, okay. Then we are going to stop the class today. Right, we have to discuss from question number 2. And another paper also I share to the WhatsApp group. Right, another MCQ paper. No, we have to essay questions also here. Right. So the next week completely we are discussing this paper. So please complete this paper. Right, having MCQ, not the MCQ, essay is also there. Right, make essay ටිකක් තියෙනවා. So we are discussing in everything, in every question in the next day. And I will share the recordings also. If you have any doubtful things, anything else mistake during the class, you can complete it and do it work well in this week. Right, today at the same time we are held in the our theory class also for get ready for that. Is there any question to ask me? No? Then Puta, let's stop the class and see you the next day.